Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 29, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They go play action. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a first and 10 at the 18. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Third down and 6.
Set. 180. Hey, award 33. He's coming. Run. We got double up.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
56.
Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the 39, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On second and 9, Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. To return is McKenzie. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180! Real. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Slant. Point it right.
1st down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen now to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Round 80! Half 85! Half 85! Let's get off the field! Let's get off the field! Hey, Haywood!
Allen off the play fake. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
50, 180. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On first and 10, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Pistol. Hey, switch gears.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
You got nothing.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
You got tight right there. Check 99. All 52.
A final shot before half for Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, Allen, he'll buy some time right. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, powering his way forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Joseph now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, he finds McCoy. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Foster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
You 5 wide. Don't be scared of it. Hey, wahoo! 53, Mike. Hey, watch that.
Now Allen again. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
I'm going to come back to you. 53. 53. Hey, you.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Team 6.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run again on first down, Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Mayfield looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 4-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 13. He goes to use you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Bravo. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd down, Allen. Dancing to his left. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Following the interception, Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the eye. 58. 58. Come on. It's just me and you. It's
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
That's mine. That's mine.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 37. Check 37. 56. 56. Check 24. Check 24.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Foster. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Able to get away. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 58.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down. Mayfield now. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
180! Number 53, Mike 53. I got it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Brown 80! Check 50. I got you. I got you. Regular. Hey, home. Begin.
To throw is Allen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Alert. Half. Stay at home.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Man open left side is Brown. 20, 10, 5, and at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Landry, the intended target. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Foster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to throw. Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Real. Hey, alert 33.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,